The concept of information cocoon comes from American scholar Sunstein, who pointed out that information cocoon means that we only listen to what we choose and what pleases us. Therefore, the information cocoon has always existed before it was proposed. At that time, because people did not have communication equipment, the information cocoon was relatively solidified. Now that we have the internet, we should have learned more. But in fact we are still confined in our own cocoons, and even start to reject other people's world. Why? Because with the development of technology, there are more and more algorithms in the recommendation system, and the collaborative filtering recommendation is widely used. Simply put, it is to recommend a certain content to similar users, and let a certain user receive similar contents which are suitable for him. But how could we know if they are similar? Everyone has different liking levels for different things. Think of each thing as a coordinate axis, so that you can get a 3-dimensional or even 8-dimensional line. So people have their own line in the coordinates of the end point of the line. We put each value of the coordinates into this formula and calculate the result x. This x is the similarity of users. The closer x is to -1, the larger the angle between the lines is, and the less similar users are. The closer to 1, the more similar users are. After mastering everyone's ratings, when something new appears, it can be recommended to similar users of its audience through its known ratings, and then further get the ratings of other users. Similarly, for a user, we only need to find his similar users to recommend to him things that these people like. In this way, similar people will see more and more similar things, and even gradually feel that the world is as they know it. But it's not a good scene. If we can see the cocoon of information, it will be updated all the time, and the entry of new knowledge will bring the entry of other new things. Through collaborative filtering, changes in our cocoons also expose other people's cocoons to new knowledge, which should have been an active picture. But in fact, only relying on the recommendation of the system, we can only passively let the cocoon absorb new knowledge, and its changes are not very active. This is because the similarity required by the algorithm is very strict, and we cannot be recommended things that are too different from our cognition. But how can we know the outside world and make the cocoon more active? The outside world presumably includes unknown unknowns we'd be hard-pressed to find out on our own. There are also known unknowns, and it often involves finding those unknowns and exploring them in depth. But there is also we thought we knew, but we didn't quite know, and this is the crucial step. We often have stereotypes that we don't think about, or accept ideas that don't fit. But whether it is spontaneously criticizing ourselves or choosing to investigate when we see something that does not match our cognition, our coordinates will change. At this time, through collaborative filtering, more new knowledge will also enter the cocoon, so that we can achieve what we expected to see. Although it is impossible for us to know all the knowledge in the world, at least we can actively use collaborative filtering for our own use, thereby reducing some absolute views and making the cocoon more active due to our choices. And my work will show how the decisions we make when faced with information that doesn't match our cognition can affect our cocoon and the world we can see in the future.